Now let's just do crosshair spreading for when we are firing our weapon. So for doing that, let's just go to event graph. At some point we shoot our gun. We play the montage in here, right? So whenever we press the leftmost button, it will shoot our gun, and whenever we release it, it's not shooting our gun anymore, right? So let's just bring it out a little bit in here. I want to create another variable in here. For example, in aim section in here, I want to call it fire weapon, and I want the type to be boolean, and with that let's just put it on aim. Okay, and when we press the leftmost button, we want to say set fire weapon to true, and when we release it we want to disable that. So let's just set fire weapon and make it false, right? So that's all we need to do in here. Now let's just go back to calculate the spread amount function in here. Bring this out a little bit, like this, I think is enough. Now again, like before, we can get this fire weapon, get it in here, and with a branch, like this branch, we can check that fire weapon. When we are firing a weapon, we need to set a variable and add it to this crosshair spread amount, right? So let's just create another variable in here, and I want to call it crosshair fire weapon factor, right? And the type should be float. And let's just put it on the crosshair in here as well. And in here, I want to add it to here. So let's just drag and drop it to here. No, everything is set up. We can change the value for that. At default, it is 0, right? When we are firing the weapon, we want to change, we want to set the crosshair fire weapon factor to, for example, 0.5 or whatever value that you want. Always we can change that, right? And when we are not firing the weapon, we can set the crosshair spread amount for fire weapon factor to 0 again, like, right? So let's just connect that to here. And we can do it like this, and if we do it like this, it will be fine. Whenever we fire weapon, it should look like this, but we can use interp2 to make it smooth, right? So again, let's just do the interp2 for f for float value. So like before, we can get it from here, current value. We want to change it to 0.5. And the delta time we need, so let's just drag and drop delta time in here. And interp speed, I want to give it a really big value, like 100. And let's just connect it to here to set the value. And we can just use this Control C and Control V to paste it in here, connect it to here. No, we want to change it to back to 0 because we are not firing our weapon, right? So let's just compile and run, and when we shoot, you can see it looks better. Of course, we can just change the speed for going back to 20, for example, but you should decide what you want to do, okay? I think 20 is good enough. So that was it for spreading our crosshair when we are walking, running, aiming, or shooting. Okay, so if we in here aim and hit the leftmost button, you can see again it works fine. Everything is mixed and everything works beautifully. And next thing to talk about, sometimes we don't want to shoot our weapon just once. When we hold the leftmost button, we want to have it like automatic rifle to shoot multiple times for us, right? So in the next video we will do that.